Got Elliot Powell with us. Elliot, the first time you've had the whole squad together tonight, how did it go?
Yeah, really good. I thought clearly it was a hot day for it. To have those numbers was brilliant. 28 lads or so, given that they're all at training tonight is what we want. That's what we need as well going into the season. We know that we've got the quality on Ireland. We need each other pushing their kind of fellow teammates on that extra step, trying to fight for each other's shirt. And I thought we saw that tonight. Albeit on a hot session, like I just said, and we had to reduce the tempo at times. But I thought the quality was starting to come through, and there's some really promising signs for Spelthorne in a couple of weeks.
And you had the Bulls Cup. What did you learn from that kind of format over those couple of days in terms of the players that you had available and what you're going to do this year?
Yeah, clearly we're missing a few lads during that weekend, but actually what it gave us is a really good insight into the depth that we have got this season, and what we did kind of figure out about the team as well is that they're honest, they're hard grafters, and they're willing to learn and listen. And I thought the first day wasn't how we want the team to set up. It's not how we want to play. I didn't think we hit the level that we wanted to at any point during the game. But then on the second day against higher calibre opposition, I thought we really stepped up, and we had to weather a storm at times. It didn't get much easier the week after against Stevenage, but actually what we started seeing is some really good fundamentals embedded out of possession especially, and now obviously working on the in-possession stuff here, and we're hoping that as we come down in terms of calibre of opposition, clearly step 5 is more our level at the moment, and I think we'll get a lot more of the ball, and hopefully sessions like tonight will start making us a little bit more effective in that regard as well.
Well, there's a chance to see some of the youngsters. James Sunnelly's someone who I thought came out pretty well of that weekend. What else have you seen from some of the youngsters for the season coming?
Yeah, I think it's been a slight change of kind of the dynamic within the group. A lot more youngsters introduced. Not just James, but you got both the Santos lads, Ryan and Jay, and plenty of other youngsters in there as well. Sean, he's coming on leaps and bounds. He's doing really, really well. I think Rye's someone that excites me a lot as well. The power that he's got, the explosiveness. Again, in those games where opposition are going to slip slightly deep, he's got that little bit of magic to get us out of tricky situations. So yeah, all the young lads have done exceptionally well, but that's not to discard the older fellas as well, and they took a bit of time to get going tonight in the oldies v youngies, but they got there eventually. And I think again, the likes of Watson, Bickley, Kerry, Lacane, they're going to guide us through this season with their experience and their quality as well. And the young lads got taught a little bit of a lesson towards the end in that one. So happy with the whole squad and the whole makeup.
No game this week. Spelthorne will be the first game a week on Saturday. So what are you going to do in the time that you've had since the last game, the pre-season friendly, to now, apart from training?
Personally, get itchy feet. I can't wait to get going. Wish it was this weekend. But until then, we'll do as much research as we can about Spelthorne, and really just try. We've got a couple of knocks, a couple of niggles. It was great to see Jack Boyle back tonight. He's had a long-term injury, and we've really slowly progressed him through pre-season. He was coming back into non-contact stuff, but it was around the game at the end, which for him is a massive step forward. Toby Ritzman looks like he's recovered from his injury. Touch wood, see how he comes through the night. But that's a bonus. So it's about managing the player workload now through till the 10th, doing whatever research we can, but we know that come the 10th, the 13th, the 17th and so on and so forth, it gets a bit hectic from then on in, doesn't it? So just really try and not put too much stress into the lads at the moment.
So the 17th we know will be the first home game. We don't know who the opposition will be. That will depend on cup results. For the fans and for those who want to buy season tickets to see your brand of football, what are we going to see this year that will be different to what we've seen before?
Look, I don't want to comment too much on what's gone before in terms of our lads. Very much trying to drill in the fact that we're going to be really efficient all across the park. We're going to have a game plan. At times that will be, pragmatic rather than attractive, but we play on a surface here where we can trust the surface. We can play through technical players that we've got in absolute abundance as well, and just trying to make us have that effective brand of football going forward. And clearly, I think anyone that's watched kind of teams before that I've managed, that the defensive side of the game is something we pride ourselves on. We will work hard across the pitch. We'll know roles and responsibilities, whether that's set pieces, whether that's out of possession in a 4-3-3 or in a 4-2-3-1 or however we're going to set up. There'll be absolute clarity all across the park. So don't want to say how different that is to previous football, but in terms of my style of football, hopefully the results are positive as well, and largely if the results are positive, the style of football maybe doesn't matter quite as much.
Just going to ask you for your prediction, and what do you want, not necessarily a prediction, but what do you want to achieve this season?
Clearly for the club, it's promotion. It's every year that we go into this league, it's going to be about trying to get out of it through the right direction of it as quickly as we can. For me personally, I'll probably give myself a couple of months to get up to speed on the league and get up to speed with kind of the demands of UK football. But we don't have a great grace period in this league. We started a little bit slowly last year and playing catch up towards the middle of the season, and credit to the lads, they went on a fantastic run and got themselves into the playoffs at the end. But we'd like to make it a little bit more comfortable this year, be able to manage game time slightly more. So we want to get off on the front foot. August fixtures are out, we know who we've got. got a good chance of getting some momentum, we think, quite early doors, and then really see where that takes us. But fundamentally believe if we get in and around it April, May time, we've got the quality, we've got the experience. We were close last time, and I think we can add those 1%ers to every player, give us a little bit more to get over the line this time round.
Well, as we always say, go well this season.
Thank you. Cheers.